Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech for the penultimate episode of the trial campaign. We will be starting a new campaign very soon, but for now, let's just go ahead and tick forward these 2 days for this repaired mech bay. That should be it. There we go. Excellent. All of our mech warriors are back as well. Let's just see what we want to grab here. I mean, we kind of aren't going to benefit from anything here. So I guess we just grab something super cheap, like a library upgrade. That's not that cheap. The pool isn't that cheap either. These are all a little on the expensive side, considering we're not going to get much out of it. Actually, the training module is super cheap. Let's grab that. Okay, and now we are pretty much ready to deploy. I do want to run through and get any mech warrior training done that's possible. Hello. I will happily take a gunnery point every day of the week. We'll grab a piloting point there as well. Okay, that looks good. So let's go ahead and deploy. We don't have access to the line holder yet, but I think we'll just go ahead and do this Steiner-aligned battle. Is this a double salvage? No, it isn't. That makes me a little sad. But I guess we'll just sit here. I mean, at this point, salvage is mostly only useful to us in terms of sales, right? So I think it's fine. Let's get out here. Because, yeah, I mean, we're not going to have time to do anything other than put that line holder together, and I'd like to get that line holder done in time for at least one mission. That would be ideal, but we'll see. But after this, every campaign will go to its final conclusion. Now, RogueTech is kind of an open-ended game, right? But I'll have some sort of an end point in mind when I start each series. Now, this next series, I don't know what faction we're going to align with or what kind of mech company theme we're going to look for or anything like that. But for now, it's on my radar. But we need to destroy all the brigand units. The Lyran citizens here have been suffering at the hands of a local band of brigands. Remains from a Comstar battalion that saw action in the Third Succession War. With no prospects or funds, they've become common criminals. You're to eliminate them, down to the last mech and vehicle. Commander, we can expect to face elderly pilots and experienced mechs and vehicles. I kind of switched that around. But be careful, there could be more of these bandits than the Lyran Commonwealth is letting on. Hopefully. Do we have any allies? No, we do not. This is a big ol' map. Okay. Can we deploy here? We can. I feel like that's a kind of central location. Central-ish. Central adjacent. Okay, we have contacts.
Good to go, Commander. Whoa. Look at this place. It's so...
So we see a harasser, and we see... I don't know what this guy is over here. Oh, that's our start point. We just see a harasser. Oh, that's Comstar? That's Comstar. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of them. Noted.
Good to go.
Okay. So we're just going to make our way over here. We are not in combat. We are on long-range variable range targeting, but they're going to have 1 million evasive pips, so we're going to reserve and let them go first. We see a locust?
I'm being flanked.
Really?
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
That is impressive that he hit that shot with 18 evasive pips. Huh.
Waiting for orders.
Good for him. We're just going to come down here.
Consider me there.
And we see an Ignis over there as well.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Okay, we got no hits in on the Locust there, but the Locust is probably going to die before this round is over, if I'm honest. What else is over there? This should only be half of the Comstar unit.
I'm ready.
Okay, the Panther can position over here. This is only the single evasive pip, and we actually don't have LOS on that Locust, which surprises me a little bit. It looks to me like we should, but I guess we'll hit the... That Owens has a ton of evasive pips. We'll fire at the Ignis. Maybe we stray shot something. Nope, we do not. Okay.
What the what?
A Javelin. Okay, that's fine. What else do they have?
Standing by.
We're going to close in a bit with our Centurion here.
Copy that.
See if we can get their attention. This is actually not quite their full unit. In terms of hit odds, that Javelin is actually looking pretty vulnerable.
Affirmative.
Okay. Pretty good damage there. We got a structure exposure. Are these their reinforcements, by the way? I believe these are. These are not the enemy units. The enemy units are up there. Noted. They're unlikely to do anything to us until we've cleaned up the reinforcements, so there's going to be a lot of them.
Ready for order.
Potentially as many as, what, 12 Comstar units? Let's see, this is a Clint. It'll be on long-range targeting. I think that's still okay. We're going to sprint up to here. We'll have to switch over to short-range targeting soon. Ah, we missed everything. Fair enough. I mean, we did sprint for that, so that's okay.
Standing by.
Okay, the Trebuchet is just going to move up over to here.
Roger that.
And I would love to hit that Javelin. And the Javelin has pretty good hit odds, actually. That CT is wide open.
Acknowledge.
We missed both lasers. That was a fair amount of missile damage. And internal damage in that leg, too. Nice. Looks like we got good clustering there. Well, mediocre clustering, actually. The Assassin is just going to turn around, pretty much.
I'm going.
And we're going to fire on the Javelin. They're not too clustered up.
Yeah, you like this.
Ooh, that was a solid hit there, actually. That Javelin's feeling that.
What do you need?
The Chameleon absolutely can sprint forward, and we're just going to take some pot shots at that Javelin. With these hit odds on these medium pulses, we may kill this.
Attacking from position.
Okay, not quite what we needed in terms of a distribution, but it's still an ejection. We'll take it. That Owens moves up, fires on our Clint, does a little damage there, and it tagged our Clint. Okay,
Systems, hold it.
I'm fine with that. The Ignis is now going to fire on the Clint as well. It did a little bit of damage, but it split its heat there with a stray shot. Rear attack on the Assassin there. That's also indirect fire. We're going to be closing in on these guys pretty good here, though. We are definitely outnumbered. There's no doubt about that. And that's good. This is what I was looking for. That said, I do wish we had more salvage with this number of enemies. That said, there's not really anything that good. Locust heading up that way. Okay.
What's up, boss?
I kind of want the Trebuchet to make its way over here. I don't want to run it, and I don't want to lose direct LOS.
Move order received.
So we'll just walk to there, and we'll fire in on that Owens.
Fire in a full salvo.
That was solid.
Inflicted heavy damage.
That was very solid. We're going to switch over to short-range targeting on the Clint now. And is that side arc over here? That's side arc. But this is much... Is that closer? No. We're better off to be over here.
On my way.
Fire.
Roger that.
Okay. Solid hit there. Got some internal damage.
Aye, aye.
The Senshi is going to step forward over here.
Affirmative.
And this may get the Owens to eject, but I kind of doubt it.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Especially not with hits like that. Well, it's now unsteady.
Yep.
The Chameleon is actually in a good spot. This is still front arc. Wow. That's a really wide front arc. Okay. That's okay. We're going to come over here. This is weak side. Well, this is front arc, technically. So, that was really good hits there.
Tango down.
Magnificent. Yeah, they're going to keep shooting at the Assassin. That's expected. So we have a third of the reinforcements down.
Commander.
I'd love for the stealth to position... Actually, here is good.
Position confirmed.
I'd love to take this shot. And I think it's okay. It's a bit of a risk.
Firing.
But it was worth it.
Scored a critical hit.
Wonderful.
It's getting hot in here.
Yes, you're okay. So we see a Mongoose, a Chameleon, an Oscout, a Vulcan, and a Whitworth up there. That's a relatively heavier lance. So I'm glad that we're dealing with this one first. The reinforcement lance is definitely the lighter lance.
Got it, Commander.
Okay, a little bit of damage on that Locust, but not a great thumper shot.
Connection on that one.
But that's okay. That's a J. Edgar coming up. Fine. I'm not concerned about a J. Edgar.
Ready for orders.
Okay, let's take the Panther over here. The Locust is unsteady. Unfortunately, these are still not great ERPPC hits. Yeah, target moved, but... Oh, is it not unsteady? I thought it lost its evasive. No, it did not.
Punching all the buttons.
Okay. Well, we still missed. Unfortunate.
Negative damage.
I was thinking that the Locust would be easier to hit than that. What was I thinking of that got unsteadied then? Maybe I was just completely mistaken. That's a big ol' barrage circle. Okay. Noted. It's not that problematic of a position, though. Okay, a little bit of damage to the Clint. I don't really care that much. A little bit of damage to the Assassin. That's fine. The Ignis moves up. Side arc on the Clint. But it's mostly looking to just heat it up. But the Clint is pretty cool running. So I'm okay with that. Not concerned. Now, the Locust is going to move now. Which I would prefer that it didn't, but... Okay, that direction? Fine.
Hey there.
The Trebuchet is going to swing out, I think... like this. All three of these are vehicles.
Location confirmed.
There's the Ignis, 740 armor. The Harasser has very little armor, actually.
Here comes the show.
That was half of the Harasser's armor removed right there. Not the best clustering, but that's okay. And they're wasting a lot of ammo on the Assassin without doing hardly any damage to it.
Thy will be done.
I like it. We're going to position the Panther there.
Acknowledged.
I'd love to attack that Harasser, but realistically, I think the Ignis is who we go for. Okay, we did hit it with the PPC. That's what matters. That was an obstructed LOS, so fair enough.
I'm your spaniel.
The Assassin is now going to turn this direction. We're going to keep putting thumpers on this Locust as long as we can. Well, that didn't go well. That's okay.
Awaiting orders.
The Centurion, I would love to get in here on this Harasser. Can we kick it? We actually can. Rear arc kick it. 20 HP there. Actually, I feel like given its damage, we're better off front arc kicking it. That doesn't turn our back to the other vehicle either. Yeah, that was worth it.
Vehicle frag.
Okay, so we're half done with the reinforcements now.
Move her down.
Excellent.
Commander?
The Clint is already on short-range targeting. I'd love to get in behind this Ignis. This is side arc. This is weak side. Let's do it.
Affirmative.
Okay. We hit with the melee attack. We hit with everything. Nice, but we didn't even break the armor on the thing. We did split our damage a little bit, I suppose. I'd love to take the Chameleon over here and get into this same side arc. We could come here. That's an option, actually. I like it. This is probably going to kill it, given that armor level.
Attacking from position.
We did do a little bit of stray shotting over here, but I'm comfortable with that.
Move her down. Losing lots of armor.
Oh, you're okay. So that's 2/3 of the Comstar reinforcements dead. And then there's their main lance up here.
Receiving you.
We definitely want to get rid of these guys at our back first. So they've got this J. Edgar over here. We're obviously not firing the Clan ER Large. We're just going to pot shot this. We did hit the large laser. Okay. The Whitworth moves up. Fires more missiles on the assassin. Does 4 more damage. It's fine. The Oscout moves up. What do they have moving in phase 12? Is this the J. Edgar? Yes. Actually, that position is really useful for us. I like it a lot. Yeah, that barrage was never really going to do anything.
Yes, Commander.
Let's get the Clint in here. We can come in just straight up rear arc on the J. Edgar. This could, in theory, kill it. We missed the autocannon, though. Sad. Okay. Well, they're closing in on us, and we're okay with that.
Yes, Commander.
The Centurion moves next. I'm going to step here. 8.1% on that Locust. Not worth. We're going to fire on the J. Edgar, then.
Firing all weapons.
Okay. Not ideal. Did get the stray shot SRM. And not ideal damage locations either, necessarily. That is interesting positioning, though.
What do you need?
Very interesting positioning. We're going to move up with the Chameleon. I actually want to get in... Can we melee this guy? We may want to actually melee this guy. It would have to be a charge. I would rather not charge. Okay, we'll sprint to right here, just to get in optimal range for the small pulse lasers. We didn't penetrate the armor there, but we're very close. That Whitworth is continuing to bombard the assassin, and we're continuing to not care.
Standing by.
The stealth is going to go ahead and just walk up and step on this guy.
Yes, I'm there. Targeting for physical
We
attack.
missed. Rolled a 0? Okay. Oh, we missed everything. That's bad luck. We had really good odds.
Damn it. Commander?
Okay, well, the assassin is going to continue to hit the Locust.
Roger that.
That was a solid hit. They're going to continue to put LRMs into our assassin. We're going to continue to not care.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, surely the Panther can kill this J. Edgar.
I'm walking here.
Well, maybe not from this arc.
Pulling up it.
Okay, it's dead. Good. That took way longer to kill that J. Edgar than it should have.
One less vehicle.
That's still okay, though. We've got time. These guys are a ways out. Okay, the Oscout moved up over there. Noted.
Receiving you.
The Trebuchet is going to step up over... Honestly, over here.
I copy.
I'd love to see that Locust die here, and our hit odds are actually really, really good. Right into the weak side. Do it. I don't care about the overheat. That's a lot of things.
I'm starting
Okay.
to cook.
Well, the Locust was knocked down, so it's not going to be able to move until round 1. This go-round. So the Locust is dead.
Standing by.
The Clint will be its executioner.
Copy.
We're going to get up here, and we're just going to kill it.
Targeting. Alpha strike.
Excellent. There's the reinforcements. Down.
Yep.
Next, the chameleon is going to start sprinting up over this way. We need to cover this flank. They have multiple mechs there.
Let's do this.
The stealth is going to go with. It can't sprint because I think it... why can't it sprint? Because we overheated? I don't know.
Standing by.
Regardless, we couldn't sprint. That's what matters. We could hit the Oscout or the Mongoose. What's our hit odds best on? Oscout, it is.
Welcome to my Alpha Strike.
Okay, a tiny amount of damage there. It wasn't the greatest hit. The Centurion is also going to move up this direction. And we're going to have the Clint and the Panther flank out a little bit. Okay. The fire has burned down the forest here. We're going to need to move the assassin. We needed to anyway.
Showing minor
So
damage.
next round, we will move the assassin.
Yes, Commander.
The Trebuchet will step up.
Position confirmed.
In terms of hit odds, these hit odds are really, really bad. I think we're just going to sink heat this round.
I'm here.
The Panther is going to flank over this way. And we can take a pot shot at either the Chameleon or the Whitworth. The Whitworth is actually our better odds. We missed, but that's fair.
Oh, come on. This game's rigged.
It is, but it was also a completely fair roll. The Oscout just running around over there. Okay. Well, we'll see what they decide to do. We just need to close in a little bit on them here. Okay, they did some damage to the Panther. That's fine.
Now laugh at your puny attack.
The Whitworth continuing to fire on the assassin. It's actually hitting now that it's not indirect, though, which is one of the reasons why I want to back off the assassin.
What do you
Okay,
need?
we're going to take our Chameleon up into these trees.
Roger.
Now, our hit odds are going to be pretty mediocre, but we're going to go for the Vulcan.
Roger.
Yeah, very moderate damage there. I'm not surprised by this, of course. Their Chameleon comes up and hits our Chameleon a little bit. That was actually a head hit. Bad luck. Okay.
Receiving you.
Our Clint will come up this way. Should we switch to long-range targeting here? Maybe for one round.
Let's move.
Okay, what are our hit odds looking like? Not the greatest. I want to go for this Mongoose, though. And so I shall. Yeah, I'm not surprised that we missed. Not surprised at all.
Missed.
We're just in the process of getting our turnaround going here. We'll get the Panther up to there. Hit odds are looking best on the Whitworth.
Locked and loaded.
That's a
Here
hit.
it comes.
I've literally never seen it miss when you're using a single weapon and it does that zoom in animation. Okay, a little damage to the Panther there. Mostly in the leg.
I'm receiving you.
The Assassin is going to back off. It has taken a lot of LRMs.
On my way.
And we're going to fire on these two since they're grouped up. In fact, we'll just attack ground right there.
Acknowledge.
Okay, we did some damage. We actually hit over here, but we panicked the Mongoose a little bit.
Standing by.
We could move the Centurion up into here, and I actually rather like that ability. Yeah, if we can hammer the Mongoose this round, it already moved. We can maybe force an ejection.
Confirmed.
His panic level is critical currently, so I like it. Who's their Phase 17 mover? Oscout? Okay. Barrage over there. That's vaguely annoying, but not too bad.
Yes, boss?
Our stealth is going to... I would love to... Actually, sprinting to here isn't the worst idea. And then light up this mongoose.
Locking in all weapon systems.
That's a leg destruction, leading to a knockdown, which is surely an ejection, given his panicked state. No? No ejection. Wow. Okay. They're doing some damage to the stealth. We don't care.
No sweat. I got this.
That's completely fine.
Waiting for orders.
The trebuchet is going to step up over... Honestly? Where it's at isn't terrible. Maybe like right here. Just to get the mongoose into ideal range. Go for head hits. Wow, we hit 1 out of those? I mean, I know we had a low chance, but it was 32%. We hit 1 missile out of 30. That's unfortunate. They have a lot of LRMs. They're going to be out soon though. Well, soon-ish. Soon adjacent, perhaps. Let's pull the assassin back to over here, just out of the barrage pit. And let's see if we can hit this guy with the thumper.
Firing all weapons.
Nope! Well, we hit a little. Okay.
How's it going?
The stealth is just going to walk up here. Oh, we can't melee. Okay. The stealth is just going to walk up here, get into cover here, and take out this mongoose. Do we go for the torso or the guaranteed kill with the leg? I think we're going to go for the leg. We're not going to fire... I really do want to fire that Clan ER large laser. But we kind of can't.
Target acquired.
Oh, and we missed everything else? Man, we're getting some really bad rolls on those.
Waiting
Well,
for orders.
we'll step in with the Clint. It's still on long-range targeting, and that's okay. That means that it is in a good position to finish off this mongoose. Wow! We're getting really bad rolls.
No joy.
Those were, all 3 of those were 80%, weren't they? Or very close to that?
Awaiting orders.
That is really bad rolls. Well, that's okay. The Centurion can finish it off.
Attempting physical attack.
Wow.
Crap. No joy.
We are getting some amazingly bad rolls in a row here. I feel like the game may have decided that this is supposed to be a really hard mission.
Commander.
Like, I feel like RogueTech does that.
Need
It just decides sometimes, you're gonna have a hard time with this one. And then sometimes I don't. Like, we're having a hard time hitting these guys, sure, but it's actually fine.
That one's gonna leave a mark.
Like, we're not in any danger right now. Although I am shocked that this mongoose is still alive.
I will be done.
That's okay, though. We've got another mech lined up to take it out. It shouldn't be taking anywhere near this many. Let's just go for that CT.
Affirmative.
There we go.
One less target.
Excellent. It's finally down. Okay.
Armor holding.
Yeah, our armor is doing just fine.
Aye aye.
Okay, the chameleon can sprint up to here. Our hit odds are moderate. We'll go for the chameleon next. I'd love to circle around and start getting some backstabs on these. I mean, that armor reduction isn't going to do too much. Whitworth steps up, firing on the Centurion, doing some damage to it, but we're fine. Like, it just doesn't have the damage per turn to make this a threat. Continuing to be fine.
Reporting minimal damage.
There's that barrage going off over there. We were already out of it.
Ready.
Okay, so it is our Clint moving. I'm still going to remain in long-range targeting mode here. 30%. We're actually better off firing on the Whitworth. Okay, there's some internal damage. I don't hate that. Chameleon firing on the Clint. The Clint's armor is starting to get a little low. Where is that getting low at? Just in that torso. We have nothing on that side, so that's not the worst, but I'd really prefer not to lose it. I do want to step the trebuchet a little bit forward here. We're running out of missiles. I'd love to hit that guy. But our hit odds are so much better on the Chameleon.
Locking in all weapons.
Yeah, that was worth it.
Score. Critical hit.
Yeah, we've got that exposed CT. I like that a lot. Woo, a DFA.
Now that was a heavy hit.
Indeed it was. I wasn't expecting him to DFA us, but okay. If that's what he wants to do. Structure exposure on the Centurion.
Internal damage.
What's in this arm?
Major armor lost.
Nothing. There ain't nothing in that arm.
I live
Okay.
to serve.
The Assassin is going to fire on the Chameleon.
Here it comes.
That was a good hit.
This just in. Critical hit.
Okay.
Let's
The stealth. I'd like it to get around and attack the Oscout, but actually, I think I want the Centurion to be the one to do that. And that's not viable. Right. Okay. We can move the Centurion right now. So let's just move the Centurion over here, and we're going to kick the Oscout rear arc. Our hit odds aren't the best.
Roger that. Let's see how you like this.
Okay. That went very well. That was some good rolls.
Target neutralized.
I like it.
good to go.
Now the stealth can step up over here. And it's kind of blocking for the Centurion. I mean, we're strong side to them right now, but...
Fire full complement.
see if we can't take out that Chameleon. Pro tip, we can't take out that Chameleon right now. Okay, a little bit of damage there from those missiles. I'm not concerned.
I'm receiving you.
The Panther is going to step up over here. And I would love to get that ERPPC straight in that CT.
Taking the shot.
Unfortunately, we hit the Vulcan instead. Whitworth moves up. That's fine. He misses. Gets a whole lot of nothing done there.
I'm here.
Now the Chameleon... the idea was to get the Chameleon behind the Vulcan. But that relied on their Chameleon being dead. So we're just going to walk up to here. Our armor's pretty fresh. And we're just going to fire on this guy. He dies to this, I think. Yes, indeed. Excellent.
Tango
That's
down.
half of the second Comstar Lance dead. Okay, the Vulcan is going to fire on the Chameleon. That's ideal. It's exactly who I want them to be firing on right now.
Armor holding.
And he failed a shutdown override. Okay, our luck has changed here.
Standing by.
The Trebuchet does still have LRMs.
On the move.
We're just going to position the Trebuchet here. And I think we go for this CT, see if we can get some good clustering there. It's already weak. Oh, that's juicy. Yep, our luck has changed.
I'm out of
Fantastic.
LRMs.
We're going to get the Panther up in this flank position. And we're going to fire on this Whitworth's weak side.
Firing on target.
Ooh, we missed. Sad. 67% chance. Oh well.
Right one.
That is not necessarily the end of the world. Get our artillery in there. That was a solid hit.
The Cobra strikes.
Was that front arc? Yes, it was. Basically CT.
Standing by.
I like it. We're going to move in with the Clint. We're still in long-range targeting mode. That's ideal. See if we can take out that arm. We did not. It's now no longer evasive. And that arc is getting really weak. Let's get the stealth up to here. We can't fire the Clan ER large laser, but that's okay. Nice. Took out some Artemis 4 ammo there.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
We'll see what the Whitworth does. Firing on the Trebuchet of all things. Okay. That's absolutely fine.
Aye,
Now, we want the Centurion to be facing this direction to protect that arm. Wait, which arm is this? This is the left arm. No. We want the Centurion facing this direction to protect that arm.
Into position.
Now, this is front arc on the Whitworth, but that's okay. Some damage in there. Not as much as I would like. We'll get side arc with our Chameleon. This is going to do a lot of armor damage, but this is really about crit rolls.
Attacking from position.
Okay, we got a knockdown. That's something. We'll take that. And an ejection. Fantastic. Well, we'll just sprint the Clint up over this way.
Run, don't shoot. Got it.
Awaiting
And the
orders.
Centurion can position like this.
On the move.
Pot shot this guy with the large lasers.
Engaging target.
Didn't expect much there. This guy's just been hanging back, firing missiles the whole time. Firing on the stealth. Okay. Armor's getting low, to be sure.
Standing by.
The stealth can just step back into these
Roger
trees
that.
and can attempt to pot shot this guy while sinking heat. We actually got both of those hits. That's pretty good.
Yes, Commander.
The Trebuchet will step up. All we can do is fire the ER mediums. I don't expect much at this range. I didn't expect that to actually fire, but okay. I guess it's going. That's what I wanted. So it's all good. We've got a side arc PPC slot open here. This is on his strong side. We did miss. Okay.
Oh, man. Orders?
And the assassin will continue to drop thumpers on him.
Cry havoc.
That was a solid hit there. I like it.
I'm here.
The Chameleon will sprint in and get as close as it can. This is just going to be some medium pulse laser pot shots, so... yeah, not much there. That's fine.
Commander,
The Clint will now sprint in over here.
I copy.
We're still in long-range targeting. This is the final AC-10 shot. And actually, we took out that torso. That was nice.
Scored a critical hit.
This Clint is not very happy with his current situation, I think. Pop up over here. Yes, we're in the fire. Yes, it's unfortunate.
Knocking on target.
Okay, we got another good hit there. I'm a little surprised by that.
I'm ready.
Panther is going to continue to close in over here and get these ERPPC hits on this flank. Okay, these ERPPC misses. That'll work.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, we'll drop another thumper on him.
Confirmed.
And that's a knockdown. Excellent. Sounds good to me.
Standing by.
The Centurion is going to close in over here and get what damage it can done. This may kill it, actually, given these hit odds. Yeah, that's a dead Whitworth. Wonderful.
Tango down.
Let's get out of here.
Mission successful.
Now, in terms of salvage, we don't really care too much what we get. In terms of damage that we took a fair amount of armor damage, but we didn't have a single component get damaged, so that's great. A fair amount of pay there. Yeah, there was no component damage there. They want the Owens, they're offering us sensor trackers. I'm going to accept this. I don't care about either of those, and we'll gain the rep. Excellent. In terms of our priority salvage, I mean, there was a lot of enemies. There's no doubt about that. This Beagle probe. 370? I think that engine cores are probably better, yeah? Even with the nerf? Yeah, 600k and 533. Artemis 4 TTS. We've got one of those. I'll roulette it. I doubt we'll get it, but... LRM-5 Delta, we've got one. Vehicle Flamer, get out of here. Generic Armor, no thank you. Engine Core 160, we'll keep that one. And 180, we will sell. Okay. There we go. Now the question is, what do we think that this is going to cost to repair? We took quite a lot of armor damage and a tiny amount of internal damage. I'm thinking this may be as much as 70k C-bills to repair. And maybe like 9 days? We'll see what Yang has to say. What you got for us, Yang? As soon as he loads. How much is it? What's the damage? Okay, 70k, 14 days. We'll take it. Sounds great. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time when we deploy on our final mission. See you all then.